Welcome back to the deep dive. We are heading to Barrydale, South Africa today.
Oh, this is a great one.
Yeah, picture this. A cluttered, dusty antique shop, Papa Joe's Collectibles.
Sounds charming, but it turned into, a battlefield.
A battlefield is a good word, though battlefield kind of implies two equal armies. This was a bit different.
Asymmetrical warfare is maybe the better term for it.
No, definitely. So on one side, you have Jerry.
Jerry the mouse.
Jerry the four-striped field mouse. Tiny little guy. Weighs maybe 50 grams, 10 centimeters long.
And on the other side?
The Jackies. A whole family of Jack Russell Terriers.
Okay, so bred for hunting. Obsessive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I have to bring up the stats here because they just sound fake. We have a source claiming Jerry, this tiny mouse, hit 48 kilometers per hour.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Biologically, that's impossible. I mean, that's school zone driving speed. A cheetah does 100. A mouse isn't doing half a cheetah. But I will say, to an observer, a tiny object moving that fast looks supersonic. It's all about the relativity of scale.
Okay, fair enough. So he felt fast. But the Jackies...
Oh, they actually are fast.
They can hit 60 kilometers an hour, and they are just, relentless.
Well, that's their genetic stocking. Jack Russells, they were bred for fox hunting. When they lock on a prey, their whole brain chemistry changes.
Oh, so.
That high prey drive, it actually suppresses pain reception. It tells the body to just ignore energy conservation. They get this dopamine hit just from the chase itself.
So they're literally wired not to care about the consequences.
Not at all.
Which explains what happened next. Jerry wasn't just running for his life. He was practically mocking them.
He was so cheeky.
He would tiptoe across the floor, lifting his body way up to avoid making noise, steal a single dog pellet, and just stare the owner in the eyes for a solid 20 seconds before, poof, he'd vanish.
That's bold. But it's his movement that fascinates me from, a physics standpoint. You mentioned the motorbike move.
Oh, this is the absolute best part. So Jerry is running full tilt at a bookshelf.
Right.
He doesn't brake. Not at all. He turns his body completely sideways and just drifts underneath it.
Like a motorcycle drifting a corner?
Exactly. And the witnesses said you could hear this audible thud as he hit the wall at the end of the slide.
Think about the momentum. On a smooth shop floor, a 50-gram object has almost no traction.
So you can't turn normally.
You just spin out. So he uses the slide to scrub off speed, and then he banks off the wall like a pool ball. That's incredibly high-level spatial awareness.
So you contrast that agility with the Jackies, while Jerry is doing, physics calculations in his head.
The dogs just chose violence.
Pure violence. Mommy Jackie, the matriarch, she just started dismantling the shop.
The red mist, as they call it.
Yeah. There are these vintage cast iron windmill gears in the workshop. We're talking 10 kilograms apiece.
Yeah. 10 kilograms. That is 200 times the weight of the mouse.
Yes. And she's picking them up with her teeth, throwing them over her shoulder like they're feathers, just to see if Jerry is behind them.
That is that blind instinct we were just talking about.
It's crazy. They unpacked neatly stacked plywood, logs were flying. They even tried to pull a full-sized washing machine out of a corner by its outlet pipe.
See, a rational predator would do a cost-benefit analysis. Is this 50-calorie mouse worth moving a 10-kilogram gear?
And the answer is obviously no.
Of course not. But the terrier brain isn't doing math. It's chasing the chemical high of the hunt. They're destroying their own environment to catch something that creates, zero actual value for them.
It was just total destruction. But eventually, the shop has to close for the day.
And this is where the story, it shifts gears. The adrenaline crashes.
The shop goes quiet. Papa Joe is taking his afternoon nap. A witness walks in to check on all the damage and finds one of the Jackies just lying on the bed next to Papa Joe.
And she looks...
incredibly proud of herself.
And the trophy.
Right there on the pillow. It was Jerry, lying right next to Papa Joe.
R.I.P. Jerry.
Yeah. It was a pretty somber moment. The witness said the shop just felt completely different in that silence.
It's a classic tragedy, really. The chase is this thrilling, all-consuming thing, but the catch is just the end.
The witness had a great line about it. Until the next Jerry.
Because there's always another mouse.
Right.
Which brings me back to those windmill gears.
I
just can't stop thinking about that image. A dog throwing heavy iron around for such a tiny, tiny reward.
Yeah, that feels a little too relatable, doesn't it?
It does. We all have our Jerrys, right? These minor annoyances or small goals. The question for you is, are you acting like the mouse, using agility and, drifting?
Or are you the terrier?
tearing apart the washing machine to catch something that maybe doesn't even matter in the end.
Yeah.
So what heavy windmill gears are you throwing around in your own life? It might be time to put the cast iron down.
And maybe learn to drift a little. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
See you next time.